Hey guys, I hope you're all well. Today we will continue to see a new story called The Son of Goku is the New Demon King. Vados finally revealed her love for Goku, and now she wants to have a child with the most powerful Saiyan, but a big consequence will happen and a new Demon King will be born, and you will see it now. Well, having said all that, I hope you leave a lot of likes and comment if you want the continuation of the story. With all that done, grab your popcorn and coke and let's see this amazing story. In the world of demons. Currently in the world of demons, on a plane, it is possible to see Mira facing several demons as a form of training, and he was using weights on his legs and also on his wrists to increase the difficulty of his training. A little way off was Toa, who was watching Mira's training, and the woman was trying to focus on a way to help Mira become stronger so that it could make her forget that she had to make a boy fall in love with her in order to become the new king of demons. Toa thought, "Why am I still thinking about this? I don't even know if this boy really exists or will exist. It's not because that Mikio said it will happen that means it will happen. There's no guarantee that I will be the wife of the new Demon King. And even if that happens, I won't become his servant. On the contrary, I will make him kneel at my feet." The woman thought as she thought of the words spoken by Mikio regarding the future warrior who would join the demons, and he will be the possible king of demons in the future. Toa thought, "If it were up to me, I'd say that Mira would be a good successor to the post of king of demons, and this unborn boy won't be a good king like Mira. The boy will possess the blood of an angel, the blood of a winged bitch who is only fit to be employed by the god of destruction of the sixth universe, and I will never serve someone like that. I am faithful to Lord Mechikabura and only him," thought the woman, making it clear to herself that she could only serve Mechikabura and no one but him. While Toa continued in her thoughts regarding her future husband, Mira, who was facing some demons, was starting to have some difficulties with the battle against the demons, as they were taking turns to face Mira, and moreover, the weights he was using were getting heavier as time went on from the training. Mira thought, "I can't be weak now. I won't stand in the shadows of other demons like Mikio. I can't be bested by the son of an angel with a Saiyan who only knows how to fight and destroy things," thought the demon Mira as he continued to face the demons that were advancing against him. Mira, seeing that several demons were going against him and he was already a little tired, but when he saw that the demons were advancing towards him, he raised his power, making an aura of energy stay around him, making the weakest demon that was close to him being thrown away, and the strongest had to protect themselves, not to be thrown away by the energy that Mira had released. Mira, when releasing his power, was threatening the weaker one away using his energy. He soon advanced towards one of the demons that hadn't been thrown away. In a matter of seconds, Mira was already in front of one of the demons and punched the demon in the face, causing him to be thrown away, hitting the ground, and then Mira disappeared and reappeared, giving a kick to another demon, making him rise to the heavens, and then grabbed the demon's leg and pulled it with all his strength, making the demon hit the ground hard, making a small crater, and to finish, Mira took the demon's body and threw it against the other one who had received Mira's punch, making the two demons collide. Mira thought, "No, that's still not enough. Fighting these wimpy demons doesn't come close to Mikio's strength. Shit, if I can't get stronger, I won't be able to become the new Demon King, and it won't be a brat that will change that," thought the demon Mira while imagining Mikio or another angel like being sitting on the throne of the Demon King, and that only made Mira angrier. Mira, because of her anger, started to release an amount of energy much higher than he could manage, and such an action made Toa completely come out of her thoughts and started to pay full attention to Mira. Toa said, "But what power is that? Mira has never been able to release this much energy before, and his body seems to be getting bigger. Why is he getting so strong?" wondered the woman, as she looked at the amount of energy Mira was releasing, and that just made the woman be surprised. After all, Mira was at least 5 times stronger than an elite demon, but now her power was much greater than before. Mikio said, "Who knew he would get so strong just using his anger as fuel to increase his power? Quite impressive," Mikio said, appearing next to Toa, who ended up jumping to the side, putting himself in a combat posture. Toa said, "Mikio, don't show up like that again. If I hadn't taken it easy, I would have attacked you with a blast of demonic ki," said the woman while looking at Mikio, who just gave a small laugh. Mikio said, "It seems you could use your strongest attack, and even then I wouldn't even feel your blow. I'm sorry, but you're too weak to even hurt me," said the demon, while looking with a look of arrogance and pride at Toa, who just clucked his tongue because of anger, and then returned to his normal posture and looked at where Mira was. Towa said, I know I'm weak to you, Mikio, but still I'd rather you have the politeness not to suddenly appear behind or beside someone else, said the woman while lecturing Mikio on politeness, who only sighed. Mikio spoke, Of course, sorry this time. I have to admit that appearing next to a person who is very concentrated is not very polite. Now that I've already apologized, you can ask your question, said the demon while apologizing in a respectful manner to Towa for his lack of education on his part. Towa said, How is Mira getting so strong all of a sudden? The increase in his power makes no sense at all, said the woman while looking at Mikio, who soon started talking. Mikio said, I don't know if you know, but the Saiyans are kind of descended from a very ancient demon called Wukong the monkey god. He gave rise to all Saiyans, and that's why they are similar to monkeys, explained the demon while looking to Towa, who gave a small grunt of anger. Towa said, What does this have to do with Mira and his increase in power? Said the woman a little irritated while looking at Mikio. Mikio said, Simple, my friend. Mira is a descendant of that same demon, and he's still a demon and not a Saiyan. But even so, he ended up inheriting a characteristic from them, which is the ability to evolve according to feelings, and anger is a great fuel. That way, Mira must have been angry for being weaker than me, and in the future, the new king will be stronger than her husband. And that was the reason for Mira's power increase. Mikio said, finishing his explanation of Mira's reason, be getting stronger because of your anger. Towa spoke. So Mira is a Saiyan demon, so to speak. And don't call that half-angel boy my hubby, said the angel a little confused in the first part and dying that she was angry with the way Mikio had referred to her future husband, one she wouldn't want to have. Mikio said, I wouldn't call him a demonic Saiyan, but it's something along those lines. By the way, her future husband is already being generated in the womb of that angel called Vados, said the demon while looking at Towa, who sighed heavily. Towa said, So that angel really is pregnant with that Goku guy, what the fuck? Said the woman a little sad with the news that the future king of demons was already being generated inside the belly of Vados. Mikio said, Accept at once that you were made to fall in love with him. But think of the bright side. You will be the queen of demons, a title that never existed. Since all the previous demon kings never got to marry, they just had a child with the strongest female dominance of that generation and then dumped her. But if you make him fall in love with you, he'll make you his queen. So imagine being able to rule this whole world, and in the future all the universes. That's something any demon would want to have. So enjoy it, Towa, said the demon while looking at Towa, who ended up getting more comfortable with the fact that she might be the first demon queen. Towa thought, me becoming the queen of demons? That's not a bad idea. It's actually a great idea. Even if I have to live with a hybrid between a Saiyan and an angel, I will still have what I always wanted, the power to conquer everyone around me. And if I do everything right, even my husband will be nothing more than a puppy in my hands, thought the woman while imagining a scene where she sat on the throne of the king of demons and everyone around her was kneeling, and none of them had the courage to look her in the eyes, something that made her very satisfied. In the world of demons. Currently in the world of demons, it was possible to see Mikio walking towards the throne room of the king of demons to be able to inform the new news about the son of Vados with Goku and the evolution of Mira's power. Soon the demon ended up arriving at the throne room, where Mechikabura was sitting on his throne releasing his extremely powerful and oppressive demonic energy. But even with that gigantic aura, Mikio still didn't feel anything about his master's demonic energy. But that was only happening because Mechikabura was in a state of meditation, and that ended up triggering the release of his power. And in those moments, no one could enter in the Mechikabura throne room, as many would be killed simply by touching the throne room door. Upon entering the room and feeling his master's oppressive demonic energy, Mikio ends up releasing his own energy protecting himself, which ended up clashing with Mechikabura's, and because of the clash of energy between the two powers, some of the pillars of the throne room ended, generating several cracks, and some of the pillars ended up falling. Mechikabura felt the energy of his servant and his friend. He ended up opening his eyes and stopped releasing his demonic energy, and then Mikio stopped releasing his power, soon making the atmosphere of that place calmer, yet some parts were still shaking because of the demonic energy of the two. Mechikabura spoke. What does Mikio want? You know that these times when I'm meditating, I don't like to be disturbed, so I hope it's something important. The current king of demons spoke to his servant and friend, who only sighed because of his master's personality. Mikio said, Look, it would be very useful if you put a sign or a barrier around the throne room while you meditate, because while you are in a state of meditation, you release a large amount of demonic energy, and if any demon that enters here in this moment would be dead. So if I wasn't strong, I would be crushed by this power. So please let me know when you're going to do this, or put a demon as a guard at the door to let us know that there's a demon with great power meditating," said the demon while looking and talking to his master in a more polite and cordial tone. Mechikabura said, "Sorry about that, Mikio. It's just that I usually meditate at this time, and as you rarely stay in the world of demons, I forgot to warn you about that. So what are you doing here? Must have a good thing to tell me, right?" said the current king of demons while looking at his servant. Mikio said, "That's right, my dear king and friend Mechikabura. One of my spy clones discovered that the Angel Vados is already pregnant, and in about 2 months the child will be born. And with that, Son Goku had a celebration and farewell party, since he will live in the 6th universe for some time to be able to take care of Vados during the pregnancy. But I think Vados didn't like the end of that party very much," Mechikabura said. The angel from Vados didn't like the party, celebrating her pregnancy? I thought that for her that would be everything. So why did she get mad? Asked the current king of demons to Mikio, who only gave a malicious smile before starting his speech. Mikio said the angel of the 6th universe was not very happy at the end of the party, because her beloved Goku ended up going to a place further away from the party with his original wife Chichi, and she ended up revealing her desire to have more of a son than a Saiyan, only this time a girl. And the big reason why Vados stayed there was because of the way Son Goku ended up accepting the idea immediately and didn't even think twice. Soon the Saiyan pulled the human into his arms and kissed her lips, and then both teleported from that location and reappeared at their home, where the couple put into practice the process of mating mortals, said the demon while looking at Mechikabura, who ended up laughing a lot at the situation. Mechikabura said, "Ha ha 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 ha. So that angel is feeling jealous of the Saiyan? Who knew? She's not even Goku's wife, and thinks she has the right. And by the way, I hadn't asked before, but how did she convince that human to allow her to have a child with the Saiyan Goku?" said the current king of demons as he left his posture of happiness and returned to his most imposing and serious posture. Then asking how the angel of the 6th universe had managed to convince Chi-Chi to let her have a child with Goku, Mikio said it was very simple. Vados lied and ended up saying that she had received a kind of prophecy given by the fish, saying that the 6th universe would be placed in a huge chaos and nobody could stop it. But there would be a warrior born from an angel with the strongest mortal in the 7th universe, and he would be the hope and salvation of the 6th universe, and without him, the 6th universe would be completely destroyed. And using the woman's emotional side, Vados was able to convince her that she had to have a child with Goku. "Ha ha ha," explained the demon while looking at his master and king, who then burst out laughing when he heard the method and words that Vados had used to convince Chi-Chi to allow the angel to have a son with a Saiyan. Mechikabura said, "More than irony, isn't it? She said that if this child did not exist, the 6th universe would be destroyed by chaos, and that this child would be the hope and salvation of that universe. But in reality, this boy who will be born will bring destruction and chaos not only to the 6th universe, and yes, for all 12 universes. That angel couldn't be more wrong. That child that she must want to become the future king of destruction won't be on their side, but ours." The current king of demons spoke while looking at Mikio, who had a smile on his face, a smile of agreement with his king's opinion and words. Mikio said, "In reality, the angel is right. She said that her son will become the new god of destruction of the 6th universe, and that will happen. She is right. But there is only one thing that the child will be as a destroyer, and that is he will destroy everything that stays in his way." "Ha ha ha ha," said the demon while looking at his king. Mechikabura said, "Yeah, you're right about that. Is this the only news you have for me? Not that I'm finding it bad. After all, this news you gave me was already worth it to get me out of meditation," asked the current king of demons to Mikio. And Mikio spoke, "No, actually there is one more piece of news that might please you," said the demon with a smile on his face. Mechikabura said, "So tell me. I want to know if this news will make me smile just like the previous news, even though I know it won't surpass the previous one," spoke the king of demons, interested in knowing what would be the other news that Mikio had brought for him. Mikio said, "It's about Mira. Apparently, he must have heard our conversation about him. Not that you don't know already, but he got a very angry feeling and started to train a lot more than before. And during his training, he must have felt so much anger that his power ended up increasing a lot. And with that, I ended up talking to Toa about Mira having a common ancestor just like the Saiyans have. And he is Wukong, the monkey demon. And by the way, Towa apparently already managed to accept that she would be the wife of Goku's son, and with that she would be the first queen of the demons. Since all the women of the ancient demon kings were good for nothing but having powerful sons, spoke Mikio while looking at Mechikabura. Mechikabura said, "So Towa has already accepted her destiny, and moreover, Mira has awakened the characteristics of evolving according to his feelings like Wukong. Really wonderful. Just as you and I are rivals, something that made us evolve a lot. He will need a rival to match him. Mira, and that makes me happy," said the demon with a smile on his face. Mikio said, "You're right. Mira will make our future king stronger, so he can be the true king of demons. And with Towa finally accepting that she will be the queen of demons, the path to our future king will be easier to accomplish," said the demon while looking at Mechikabura, who just laughed a little, before gaining an evil smile upon remembering a certain information Mikio had told him some time ago. Mechikabura said, "Mikio, when this child is born, make her see the suffering of not having Son Goku by her side. And that will make him angry with his father and hate his other family. Make him kill his half-brothers and wife, original from his father to Chi-Chi. And with that, Goku will have a great hatred inside him. And they too will face each other. Two Saiyans fighting using the power of their anger," said the current king of demons while looking at Mikio, who was surprised by the genius of his king. Mikio spoke, "As always, you are best when it comes to making someone turn evil. I will do as ordered, my king. So now I say goodbye," said the demon, soon leaving the place. In the 7th universe. Currently in the 7th universe, more precisely in the house of Goku and his family, inside the room of the couple, Goku and Chichi, it was possible to see that their room was a real mess, showing that the couple's night was quite restless since they were both lying in their bed together completely naked, having only a thin throw over them. Goku thought, making a son like Vados was something very easy, but doing it the way mortals normally do it is much better. It's been a while since I felt as drained of energy as I'm feeling today, thought the Saiyan as he looked at his wife's naked body that was lying on the Saiyan's chest. Goku, who had already woken up a little earlier than usual, but preferred to remain in the position for some time, because Goku knew he would not see Chi-Chi for 2 months. So the Saiyan would have to take advantage of his last hours that he would stay in the 7th universe next to Chi-Chi. It didn't take long for Chi-Chi to wake up from her deep sleep. Right after the human woke up from her sleep, she didn't look up where she could see her husband, while Goku ran one of his hands through his wife's hair. Chi-Chi said, "Goku, how long have you been awake?" asked the woman with a sleepy expression as she looked at her Saiyan husband's face. Goku said, "I woke up a few minutes ago, but I prefer to stay here with you and maybe spoil you a little, since I'll have to stay 2 months away from the 7th universe, and I won't be able to do that again. But did you like the night before?" said the Saiyan while looking and smoothing his wife's face, and then asking if she liked what they did the night before. Something that made Chi-Chi a little ashamed, but at the same time happy for the couple's night. Chi-Chi said, "I liked it. I liked it a lot. We should do this more often since we're both married, but our married life isn't all that stuff," said the woman, happy with what they both had experienced the night before, and then speaking in a sad tone about her life couple was not what she expected, and it was Goku's fault for spending too much time away from home training. Goku said, "I know that, and I know that this is my fault. Because of my constant training, I almost never stay at home, and when I do, I almost don't give you the attention you deserve. I also know that I wasn't a very present father in Gohan and Goten's lives, especially in Goten's. Since he was born, I was dead, and I couldn't even see his birth. I'm a failure as a husband and a father. The only thing I'm good at is training and fighting. Other than that, I'm nothing," said the Saiyan in a much more serious tone than usual, something he did for Chi-Chi to be impressed by her husband's words. Chi-Chi thought, since when does Goku think that way? He has always been a very childish person in any matter, but this is not related to combat or training. What happened to him to be thinking that way now? Wondered the woman in her mind, as she looked at her husband's serious and sad face. Chi-Chi said, "Goku, I know that's not true. I know that when we're together, we don't spend much time together. But I'm not much of a person trying to improve our marital relationship either, so don't blame yourself that much. What about your relationship with Gohan and Goten? They both understand that everything you do is to protect both of them, and even the Earth. And most recently you protected us during the Tournament of Power, so please don't blame yourself or something like that," said the woman while looking at her husband. Goku said, "I know that, but I still know that the biggest fault in all of this is mine. And for that reason, when I return, I will spend more of my time living with you and Goten And of course, we will have another child in the house if the night before bears any fruit, said the Saiyan at the end, giving Chichi a smile and just thinking that he could have another son running around the house. Chichi said, "Are you serious? Are you really going to stay with me and Goten here at home? And of course with our future daughter?" asked the woman, hoping to have her husband more present in her house. Goku said, "Yes, I have already reached a very high level of power, and I can even be compared to a god of destruction. This level of power is already good for me, and so I will be more at home with everyone. And of course, that being said, I will spoil you more to make up for all the years I didn't do that," said the Saiyan while looking at his wife, who soon gained a huge smile on her face, because the words spoken by Goku had a lot of intensity, showing that he was speaking the truth, and not saying all that lip service, something that made the woman kiss Goku's lips. Chi-Chi said, "That's what I want. Since that's how it is, when our daughter is born, you and I will be able to spend more time as a couple. And by the way, when Vados' son is born, you will go to the 7th universe. And when that happens, I want you to be with me during my pregnancy. And this is not a request," said the woman with an imposing voice, but at the same time fun. Goku said, "Yes, ma'am. After the birth of my child with Vados, I will come back and stay with you for the duration of your pregnancy. I promise you that. In fact, you won't mind if my son and Vados meet you and also spend time with us here at home. Is that okay with you?" asked the man while looking at his wife, who had a look of doubt, but soon she replied. Chi-Chi said, "No, I won't care about that. After all, he is also your son, and this is your home, so he will be free to come and go from this house whenever he wants, and I won't want to separate him from his brothers and sisters either," said the woman, soon returning to snuggling in her husband's abdomen. Later the same day, a few hours later, it was possible to see all of Goku's acquaintances in front of the Capsule Corporation, and Goku, Vados, and Champa were in front of everyone since they would leave the place straight to the 6th universe. Whis said, "Apparently we won't see each other for 2 months, Sir Goku. I hope that during that time you don't mind taking care of my sister," said the angel while watching the Saiyan. Goku said, "Don't worry, Whis. I'll guarantee your safety during her pregnancy. And after the birth of this child, I guarantee that nothing will hurt her, or anything like that," said the Saiyan while looking at the angel, and gave a certain laughter. Vegeta said, "When you come back, I'll be stronger than you. Understand, Kakarot?" The Saiyan Prince spoke in an arrogant manner, and proud of his current strength. Goku said, "Let's see then, Vegeta. When we get back, you and I will face each other, and we will decide which one of us is the strongest." The Saiyan spoke with a smile on his face. Gohan said, "See you later, Daddy. I hope everything goes well," said the eldest son of Goku, saying goodbye to him while his wife was beside him and his daughter on his neck, saying goodbye to Goku. Chi-Chi said, "See you later, Goku. Me and the boys will wait for you. So see you in 2 months," said the woman while looking at her husband. Goku said, "See you guys. I'll see you in 2 months or less, I don't know. But until then, wait for my return," said the Saiyan before disappearing into a pillar of light along with Vados and Champa, and soon everyone went to the 6th universe, where Goku would have to stay for at least 2 months. In the 6th universe, on the planet of the God of Destruction, currently on the planet of the God of Destruction of the 6th universe, it was possible to see a pillar of energy emerging in the center of the planet, and quickly the pillar disappeared, and in the place appeared Goku, Vados, and Champa, and they had just arrived at the 6th universe. Soon after they arrived, Goku found the place strange, because it was identical to the planet of the God of Destruction of the 7th universe, something that made the Saiyan wonder if he was on Beerus' planet. Goku said, "I thought we were going to the planet of the God of Destruction of the 6th universe, but we are on the planet of the God of Destruction of the 7th universe." "The planet of Beerus," said the Saiyan, very confused with where they were, since for him that was Beerus' planet, something that made Vados give a little laugh, attracting the Saiyan's attention. Champa said, "This must be the first time you go to another universe, isn't it, son Goku?" asked the God of Destruction of the 6th universe to the Saiyan. Goku said, "I think so. There was that universe where I went to, the Tournament of Power, but apart from that, I don't think I've ever been to another of the 12 universes," the Saiyan replied to Champa, who just sighed. Vados said, "Goku, all the planets of the gods of destruction and the Kaioshins are the same, and we are on the planet of the God of Destruction of the 6th universe. And it is identical to the planet of Mr. Beerus, but the planets are the same because Mr. Champa and Mr. Beerus were not interested in changing everything because Mr. Beerus spends many years sleeping and Mr. Champa was always eating," explained the angel while sending a hint to Champa, who just turned her face to another direction. Champa thought, I admit that I spend more time eating than destroying, but I still do my job better than my idiot twin brother. And it's my fault that our planets are the same, thought the god of destruction of the sixth universe while admitting in his mind that he ate too much, but he worked more than his brother. So if the planet had to be different, Beerus would have changed it. Goku said, I understand. So all the planets of the gods of destruction and the Kaioshins of all 12 universes are the same, but the one of Lord Kaio in my world is smaller, because Mr. Beerus destroyed it years ago, because he lost in a game. Ha ha ha. The Saiyan spoke, understanding why the planet of the god of destruction of the sixth universe was the same as the planet of the god of destruction of the seventh universe. Champa said, well, the planet of the gods of destruction are the same, so you, who are already more familiar with the planet of Beerus, then you will know how to live on this planet. So welcome to my planet, Son Goku, and enjoy, because you will live here during the next 2 months. Now I'm going to my room. I had too many emotions in a short time, and now I want to rest a little, said the god of destruction of the sixth universe, soon going to his room and leaving Goku and Vados alone. Goku said, so where will my room be? Asked the Saiyan while looking at Vados, who, before answering, he thought a little, then giving a small malicious smile that Goku apparently didn't see. Vados said, some of the rooms are very messy, and some are torn apart, so you can stay in my room, and we can settle down together. Or would you rather try to find a room for you to sleep in? The angel asked with a little trepidation, with the choice of Goku. Goku said, well, I think I can sleep in the same room as you, Vados, so I can end up taking care of you and your wishes if you have to. I remember that when Chichi was pregnant with Gohan, she had some cravings to eat some strange things like dirt, grass, sand, brick, brown sugar with salt, and other strange things, said the Saiyan when he remembered his wife's strange desires while pregnant with her first child. Vados said, great, then follow me please, said the angel while walking in front of the Saiyan. Vados thought, I should have spent more time with Goku that day of the kiss, and last night I could see that he and his wife, because they disappeared from the party, and I could feel their key in Goku's house. So that woman managed to make Goku change in some way, because seeing him yesterday and seeing him today seems like he is completely different from before. The angel thought, as she looked from the corner of her eye at Goku, who was following her, and looked to the corners to be able to decorate the place where he was going. Vados thought, I already know what I'm going to do. I know it's not right, but now I don't care anymore. I'm going to make Goku have my body, even today saying that apparently the way I had said it wasn't enough to generate our child, so we will have to perform mating like mortals. She thought, the angel, as she looked at Goku and thought of having him in her bed anyway, and for that, she would have to take advantage of the Saiyan's innocence. Soon both arrived at the place where Vados' room was, and quickly the angel entered her room, being followed by Goku. Goku said, wow, your room is very different, and it's very beautiful, said the Saiyan, impressed with the huge room that the angel had, something that made the angel happy. Vados said, I'm glad you like my room, but now we need to talk about something important. Goku, it seems that the way I told us to have a child yesterday didn't work out, so we'll have to do it like mortals do. Is there a problem with that? Said the angel, a little embarrassed and scared as she looked at Goku, who was a little confused. Goku said, so what we both did yesterday wasn't enough to get you pregnant? Asked the confused Saiyan, because Vados had said that the technique would work. Vados said, no, apparently that method wasn't enough for me to get pregnant with you, so we can do it like mortals, said the angel as she looked at the Saiyan. Goku said, so okay, if you still haven't gotten pregnant that way, we can do it the same way I did to get Chichi pregnant 3 times, said the Saiyan with a smile on his face, but such information ended up leaving Vados confused. Vados said, 3 times? I thought you only had 2 children with that woman, so who's your 3rd child? The angel asked the Saiyan. Goku said, in reality, I have only 2 children, Gohan and Goten, but Chi-Chi and I decided to have 1 more child, so last night she and I got together, said the Saiyan, leaving Vados shocked with such information. Vados thought, so they got together last night. That's when I felt them both leave the party and go to their house. Damn woman, even though she knew Goku was supposed to be with me yesterday, she made him get her pregnant all over again just to tie him to her forever. I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell Goku that it takes at least 5 days, so during that time I'm going to make Goku mine. And during all these nights, with the pretext of guaranteeing that I'll be pregnant, and after that I'm going to make him fall in love with me, and then he'll be mine forever. The angel thought angrily at Chi-Chi, for once again the man she likes is going to have another child with Chi-Chi. Vados said, so let's get started, said the angel before starting to remove her clothes, and Goku, seeing that start, doing the same thing as the angel. But what none of them had realized was that there was a type of red moth, being one of Mikio's spies, that had attached itself to Goku's clothes so he could see everything that was happening. Now in the world of demons. Currently in the world of demons, in one of the rooms of the huge castle, it was possible to see Mikio sitting in a luxury chair while looking at a reddish sphere. That showed everything his spies were seeing, and at that moment, he was seeing Vados surrendering for Goku. Mikio said, "Vados, you are evil, ha ha ha. Using the Saiyan's innocence to have him for you, that just shows how much your desire to have him for yourself you have, and that will only make things easier for me. So I thank you, my friend, ha 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 ha," said the demon while looking at the red orb with a huge smile on his face. We've reached the end of another video today, so for those of you who like the content of this channel, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to leave your comment, which is very important for the channel. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.